if you're VA eligible and you're buying a home in Las Vegas, there's a mistake that is costing military buyers thousands of dollars, and most of them don't even know what's happening. It's not a marketing thing. It's not a timing thing. It's something that happens in the first conversation with the wrong lender. And by the time you realize it, you're already locked in. Eric Hudson, call sign Nuke, retired Air Force officer, Las Vegas real estate agent, and someone has watched this happen too many times. Let's get into it. Okay, let's get into some of the VA loan basics. Number one, it is a zero down payment loan. There is no private mortgage insurance, also known as PMI. It has a very competitive interest rate, and there are no prepayment penalties that can be baked into some other kinds of loans so they can make sure they make their profit. And of course, who qualifies for this? We're talking about active duty members, veterans, even surviving spouses with sufficient service time. Now, I want to get into this one very briefly. VA loans are open to everyone in the uniformed services. That doesn't just include the armed services, aka the military and the Coast Guard. I know they love to say they're military, they're armed services. It also includes the other uniformed services. So if you're one of those, make sure you're listening just as much because you qualify. This benefit is earned. It's not some kind of handout. It's part of your compensation package for the time that you serve. And it is the most powerful home buying tool available to any American buyer. So there is a VA funding fee for many, but it's usually rolled into the loan unless you want it to not be rolled into the loan and pay it, up front if you have to pay one. But let me tell you this right now. Over time, that little bitty funding fee beats PMI every single time. And if you're a disabled veteran, you're more than likely going to be exempt from this funding fee entirely. So if it's this good, and it is, why are so many military buyers ending up in a different loan product? Let me show you exactly how this happens. It's almost like a playbook for some of these lenders. The most common lines lenders use: VA loans take too long to close and sellers don't like them. Let me tell you this, I always get my VA loans approved. You'll be more competitive with the conventional loan. Bull! The VA appraisal process is stricter and might lose you the house. You mean someone protecting you? Somebody watching your six? With a 5% down conventional loans, you avoid the funding fee. Avoid the funding fee? The one that's just a few $1,000s and then you're paying hundreds of months for years? Oh yeah, thank you. Every one of those statements does have a grain of truth and a mountain of misdirection. The reality in today's Las Vegas market, inventory is up 18 to 37%, according to what type of home you're looking at. Sellers are negotiating, not dictating. Even at the height of the COVID thing, they all accepted VA loans. VA appraisals are not an obstacle, and even in the 2021's frenzied market, they were not that much of an obstacle. PMI on a conventional loan at 5% down on a $450,000 home is $150 to $200 a month for years. A funding fee on a VA loan is a one-time cost. That's if you have to pay it. If you're a disabled veteran, you don't have to pay it. PMI, it's recurring. It's like luggage. Why in the world would lenders do this? VA loans require more paperwork, more compliance, more time, very little more time. We're talking days. Some lenders simply don't want to do the work. I mean, if you can do this amount of work and make money, or this amount of work, I'm sorry, I got to put it right. This amount of work to make money, the more of this you do, the quicker you make money, to save yourself a couple of days on some paperwork. But remember, that's their problem. It's not yours. Now, let me show you the math, because this is where it gets real. So let's say we have an example scenario. We're looking at $450,000 for a home purchase. With the VA loan, you got zero down, no PMI, and we're going to use a nominal rate because it changes, and I can't quote rates. 6.1%. So your monthly PMI, that's $2,730. The funding fee is collected and rolled in. On a conventional loan with 5% down, yeah, the part they said on top, oh, why would you pay a funding? You got to come up with $22,500 out your own pocket. And then your PMI is going to be roughly $175 a month at a 6.3% interest rate. So even though you slightly have a lower monthly PMI because of the 5% down and a higher interest rate, it's $2,660. But remember that PMI, it now brings it up to $2,835. You're paying more now per month. And you had to come up with $22,500 out your own pocket, whereas that funding fee got rolled into the loan. On a conventional 10% down loan, that's $45,000 you got to come up with. Let's say you got a better rate somehow, 6.1%. Your monthly is $2,590, but you had to come up with $45,000. How many got $45,000 laying around? On the surface, the conventional loan looks competitive, but you just paid $22,500 to $45,000 out of your pocket that you may not have had. Or better yet, that could have stayed in your pocket. That's money that could have been in your emergency fund, your investment account, your kids' college fund, especially for those of you who may not have the post 9/11 GI Bill. You know, one you get to give away and then your kids squander. Ask me later. Over 5 years of PMI, let's say that 175 times 60 months, which is 5 years, that's $10,500 just plain gone, evaporated. You wouldn't have paid that on that 450. The VA loan preserves your cash, and in a PCS situation, cash is oxygen. Okay, so now you know the math. Now, let me give you the specific things to watch out for when you're talking with the lender. The red flags that tell you it's time to go and find somebody else. Red flag number one, they lead with a conventional or FHA loan before asking about your VA loan eligibility. Fortunately, I'm a member of an organization called VA Rep, have gotten a law passed where lenders have to ask this up front, but it's probably going to take a while before they get used to it. Red flag number two, they can't clearly explain the VA loan funding fee and how it compares to PMI because they don't do enough VA loans. Red flag number three, they say sellers in Las Vegas don't accept VA loans. In this market, that is outdated. And even in 2020 and 2021, that was outdated because, trust me, I got lots of VA loans approved through the lender. Even in cases where the seller said, oh, we're not taking VA loans, they're too hard. That's what my agent told me. Because the agent didn't know, and I sat down, I educated them, and guess what? Oh man, this is better for my seller. Because here's something you don't know. And you need, I don't care where you at, you need to tell your agent this if they're not a VA savvy agent. Did you know of all closing types, including cash, VA loans have the highest closing rate? Isn't that good for their sellers? Wow. Just bad information all around. Red flag number four, they have a preferred realtor they want you to connect with. Their interests are aligned with each other, not with you. I told you how and it was great for me, and to be honest, it helped me out. I was working with a particular lender, I'll say the name, Veterans United, but there are contract terms where I cannot discuss if things aren't good for them. I'm no longer working with Veterans United, and let me tell you this, I tell you what is best for you, and that's what this channel is all about. So a good lender educates you on all of your options and lets you choose. There's some times where, because of what you're trying to do, a conventional loan or FHA loan may be better. 9 times out of 10, the VA loan is probably going to be better. But what about that 1 time out of 10? A good lender knows that, then lets you make the decision. No, you don't want to. You don't want to do a VA loan because X, Y, Z. Don't worry about that. A bad lender steers you towards what's easiest for them. Remember, people are always wanting to do the easy work. They want that big red easy button. That was easy. That was easy. No, don't worry about that. So what do you do instead? Here's the exact process that I walk all of my brother and sister military clients through, because we want to make sure that the process is right for you to use your VA loan correctly here in Las Vegas. Now, it is not required because the lender's supposed to do this, but you can get your certificate of eligibility first, and we can go over it. You can get that at va.gov, and it only takes minutes online. Talk to a military savvy agent before a lender. Get neighborhood clarity first. Find a VA experienced lender who is not going to just steer you. Because I learned this lesson the hard way. I've had 5 that I knew of so far, people I worked through Veterans United, who went to Veterans United because I used to say, just go and get the loan first because it's the smartest thing. And then they ended up coming back to me. And then it's like, well, you know, we wanted to work with you, but when we talked to Veterans United, they said, oh, no, you need to use our lender, remember? No, they wanted to use me. They all said that, and then go like, oh, well, when we talked to Veterans United, they said, you need to use our realtor. It's better for you. Yeah, it's better for you because they're there to protect the loan, not you. So I learned that the hard way. That's why I no longer recommend the lender first. I don't want to steer you towards a lender who's just going to look out for themselves. It's all about us, you know, the military brother and sisterhood, okay? You need to ask them, especially the ones who don't do VA loans all day long, because some of them can still do it. They're good folks and we can like guide them through. How many VA loans did you close last year? Because lenders, I learned over time and years, they love to say they can do every single thing under the sun. Doesn't mean they're good at it. Next, you need to understand your entitlement. Your first use versus restored entitlement versus bonus benefits, and know your VA loan limits. No limit. There is currently no limit on full entitlement, but a lender, they may overlay some requirements. And overlays, maybe I need to get into a bigger VA loan discussion, but this one I want to make a little bit quick. Get that pre-approval, not just a pre-qualification. A lender does a pre-qualification. I've not run across many who do that, but you get these lenders out there who are a bunch of yahoos. I got some stories to tell you now. That pre-approval carries weight with the sellers, and even their agents. Their agents come back, how come they don't have a pre-approval? So in today's Las Vegas market, a VA pre-approval from a strong lender is more competitive with the right agent who knows how to explain it than a conventional loan. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Let me close with the one thing I want you to remember from this entire video. Your VA loan is part of your service compensation. Use it. I don't know if you know this, but did you know that only around 16% of people who are eligible for a VA loan actually use it? Do you know the number one reason they don't? You ready for this? Because their lender or realtor told them that it's not a good thing to use. Bull. I call bull. Okay? I have never had a military client or a fellow veteran or retiree who used their VA loan correctly and regretted it. I have had clients who were talked out of it and regretted it later, especially when they find out what they missed. In this market right here, with inventory up and sellers negotiating, it's the best environment for VA buyers in years. And I mean in years. If you want my free VA loan guide for Las Vegas buyers, it breaks down the funding fee, the exact appraisal process, and the exact questions to ask your lender. It's linked in the description below. It's also in the pinned comments. And I'm gonna throw this up real quick. You see this QR code here? That actually leads you to it because some of you are on television and you can't exactly click. You don't want to sit there trying to put out a string of numbers, which may not even, there could be a Bitly link or something. Just click here. It opens it up and you can get all of that stuff, okay? If you've already talked to a lender and something felt a little bit off, I want you to go ahead and reach out. I'll take a look at your situation and give you a straight answer. No pressure. My information is in the pinned comments and description below. And of course, saw that QR code. I'm going to flash it up again. For my military brothers and sisters, Alpha, Mike, Foxtrot, everyone else, I know that's the majority of my audience, and you're probably not here at this point because you're not going to be using a VA loan, but I still want to say, we're going to keep them lights on because we love you. And let's go ahead and look at that QR code one more time. Go ahead and click on that if you need to. And about right now, a video is going to be popping up from YouTube, and it's set based upon which of my videos you're going to want to see next, okay? I want to go ahead and see you over there So let's meet in the next video, and then we'll meet again sometime later this week.